Hello everyone, we're going to go over queries 1, the West Senate problem, look at creating a single table query, how sorting, sort on, then on multi-equal select. This assignment requires you'll need access through for the Mac or on access on AD. You're going to base from listed below all of the tables, the Senate database. I'm going to right click top, I double click. If you're opening to see a yellow bar across the screen, you should do that. You won't be able. In my case, I've opened it. We're going to use those queries. That is to create so that you're aware about creating a query. And oftentimes I will tell my highlight that and analysis questions because about to do in a very, if you were looking using a question that way over back and figuring out what each query is. Sentence is description where your things together. In this case, he wants us to list each district name and last name and the talking there about candidates. So I think the candidate is a safe place to start. I'm going to go to query the candidates table and we'll find if I'm right. Because this is a single table, after I pull one up, listed here, pull this up so that I can see just a little bit. And the description up on another screen. What he has to do is to list each year, political party, its first and last name, and the amount of votes received. Double click on each of those in order to add them year, the political name, the amount, and the number of votes received. Just to do anything else. And I'm good. There are 250 and 723. And I'm good. Instructions called for. Save it. I'm going to call query 3A. Now, wants us to do query and some sorting. It's going to be about winner, but the real second sentence. Create a district, winner's name, and the perceived by the winner. Well, let's take a look. And election. Close that. I believe this is the right table. The only way to find out is just to look. So he asks to find the year. Yeah, I asked us the first and last name of the percentage. What you have to do is enter them in order. First name, percentage. 2, 3, 4, 5. He asks us to sort by. Just click it in. I get 100 at the very bottom of the screen, and I'm in good shape. Query. We always name it after this. You want to close inadvertently cause. Let's go to the third, and we instructions up so we query C. I give information on the district, talking about district and elections, and then fields that he wants. A only you don't want since be tempted to don't do only display though. Pick out the county or that you need. So let me and I district. We know that's a step. Here's what I typically do in both, and it calls for district use in where the most. That's just the way I do it. We'll see if it works. Change it to the other table. First, I did that. Now he wants us to flip years. Name, first name, last name. To jump back up and see the incumbent count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm good. Us to flip out, open the descriptor there. So he's asking things. We need to make sure district by the year second. And do it. If I had put year in first and drag, and it works from left to right. And I'm good. At 136, we see at the bottom. That's what it called for. We already counted. I save, and I call it query 3. And you close it up. Looks terrible. SQL your friends. What you're doing is I will typically make sure you only text you're supposed to. It's probably better at the end. And then I'm using Edge. Code. It to find the graphical interface is doing. SQL is where you do things, graphical interface, your code. But if you've got the code query line, use the graphical interface. Click on SQL. You notice there's there. I get rid of it, and then I paste in, and I hit, and I've got my 130. And typically we use things that are a little bit difficult to interface. Them on your be happy because they're very easy with. Now, the next he done. Because he's sure that happens in Access. Query will prompt from correct and invalid. Copy this for this query teaches you how. So I just go to create box SQL. Select statement, and I'm going to code. And I want you to pay attention to incumbent return up above parameter value. It means up, and it tells you elections. That's the name incumbent retiring. So retiring. Okay, see, you can't. Let's open and let's open. Whoops. Not real that doesn't exist. I'm going to retiring. I'm going to change that to retired. I did my and you see that's all you have to do. Parameter value shows up. So if tables probably you do that. It's called for E and the instructions for any. He wants us to database utility and submit it. Let's go database tools. My table's closed, and then I can submit. If you have any questions, be sure to ask your instructor.